Welcome to Board Games Daddy. Today I bring you another game from the famous area control trilogy. So this channel already brought you Inis and its expansion, Seasons of Inis. You can find it on the channel. Today we have Kemet. That is another area control game, war game based on Egypt thematic. Before we continue, don't forget to help this channel to grow. So if you haven't done so, please subscribe, and by the end of the video like it, share it, activate notifications. It's really helpful that you can help me to grow and bring more rarities to this channel and other videos, so thank you for that. And now let's see Kemet. So let's take a look at the box. The box is big and heavy, and once you play the game you will understand better what you see here, because these are the miniatures that you will find inside this box, the big monsters that you can buy or hire to fight with you, and the pyramids and the obelisks. Before I played the game, this was completely unknown to me, but now I really understand what the art cover is trying to show you here. So let me show you these miniatures, because this is worthy. This is worthy to see, indeed. So let's open it for the first time. Okay, there we go. Let's see if we can manage to show everything. Have you noticed that the games from Montiage, they have like a very cool side of the box with the corresponding art of the game, but there is always one side of the box that has this more I don't know what to call it, a different frame where you have a small part of the game and then the name of the game in more default characters, right? So if you prefer to display it, if you have like a collection of games from Montiage and you want them all side by side to look the same, this is the side that you would choose. But if you want to keep a thematic side, you would choose the other ones. Okay. This one is also thematic. Sorry, the box is so big that I'm having difficulties moving it around. Okay, so let's open. Let's feel the sense of the desert coming out of this box, like on the Mummy movie. Okay, so I know there is an interesting thing to show you. Okay, so this edition doesn't have artwork inside. That's a pity, because I've seen an edition with the artwork inside. This is a recent edition. So we start by having here some manuals, reference guide. So this game can be played with 5. I believe with the expansion you can play with 6. And okay, so there are so many manuals because I see 2 languages: English, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then French. So maybe I'll put the French on the side. I won't do that. And what's this? So this is the reference guide that each player have to know what the tiles do. Okay, so every tile is different and they have an explanation. I'll show you the tiles and then what each card does, and some extra icons. What are the advantages of these things? So you don't need to pass the manual around. Each player just keep it, and it simplifies consulting during the game what they need to buy. And then you have 2 rule books, English and French. Okay, let's take a look at the English one. Again, the scorpion, one of the most powerful creatures in the game. Okay. There you go. Not the most beautiful one, but serves the purpose. Okay, now we take a look into lots and lots of tiles. So this is a scoring board. The game is won by the first that gets to 9 points here. Okay, so during the game you accumulate points by doing certain things like winning battles, accumulating temples, and you'll score, and then once you get to this threshold, once you cross this threshold, you trigger the end game, and then this is the turn order, and as you can see there is a 6 here already prepared for the 6th player. So, although the base game only allows the green, yellow, blue, black and red player, here we can easily see there is a purple player already, probably from the expansion, which I will bring to this channel as well. These are the victory points here. Okay, and now we are getting to the most interesting part, which are the, I need to change the camera here a little bit, the tiles that you can buy. So some tiles are creatures, like this one, we'll find the minis in the box, or this one is the mummy as well. Others are just power-ups that you accumulate. All these are like white on the background because this is one kind of faction that you can invest, the white ones, which will boost you on your economy. And then you have, oh, there's a mix here, one unboxed. So you have black ones. Okay, so those are all the black ones there, and then you have some of the blue. The blues are for defense, more defense-like. The blacks, it's a mix. They mix a bit. And then you have the reds, which are the aggressive ones. And this is the creature from the box, the scorpion, right? You have the scorpion. You can see some detail of these creatures because it's worth it. So these are level 4. It costs you 4 praying points, 3, 2 and 1. So it goes by tiers like this. You have the crane creature, right? The sphinx here. I'll show you very much, but this is too big. Sphinx. We will find those miniatures in the box as well. The griffin, the bull. Is it a bull? This is like a crocodile slash dog. The dog with a pig with a crocodile head. Some mythological creature from Egypt for sure. The elephant that you also see in the cover. Yeah. And so what happens then is, once you take all those tiles out, you put them in these boxes. Okay, so this facilitates the work, because I'm gonna give you an example here. Just I'm punching one tile, the blue one, just as an example. This is a level 2, so you would put here on the level 2, and then these things are put on the table, and everyone can just pick the tray, take the tile, and facilitates the logistic around. And you have one for each color. Okay, so I'm not sure how the expansion will manage this. We'll figure it out later. Okay, so four trays for each of those colors, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 player boards with the Egyptian, all of them with the Egyptian gods, and they are symmetrical, so they all have the same thing to do. Let me try to guess here the name. So the cat is Bastet, crocodile is Set, the snake I don't remember, Horus, the falcon, and Anubis, all of the dead. So if I failed some of them, please let me know and I'll study better, or I will watch Stargate again. The way this works is that you will have action, a limited number of actions, 5 in the beginning, so you need to put those actions in these symbols. So this is a movement, this is a recruitment, this is to upgrade your base, this is to pray and get resources, these are the resources points that you spend, and then this is where you buy the tiles for your army. Okay. Speaking of army, let's see how we can do this. Another tray, another nice tray here, which will hold all the tokens. You see the different symbols, so these are the tokens for you to hold here. This tray, it's a cool box, and well, let's start with these guys. We'll have lots of minis here to see. So you see the beetle with some guy riding it, the Sphinx. We haven't seen the map yet, so it should be below this. There's a map. The crane. Look at this beautiful miniature. The mummy. This is a very advanced mummy, right? Not the one that we are used to seeing in the movies. The griffin. The snake. Scorpion. One of the most powerful creatures in the game. The thing that looks like a pig or a javeli, a boar, with a crocodile hat, and the big elephant. This one is very big. And then we have the 5 armies. So they look different. So let's take all the boxes out here. I'll show you an example of each for you to see. So let's start by the green. The green guys that work for the green goddess. So the green goddess is, I'll make the comparison here. So the green goddess is the snake one. So that's why the guys look like snake guys. And then if we move to the black player, which has Anubis as a god, you get the Anubis figures. So these are your armies for you to move around the board. Okay, and you can have 5 per area. So these are the yellows. These are like ladies with claws, like the Wolverine race, and they belong to the cat goddess. Then the red would be Horus, falcon again. So it will be this faction here, and they have a shield that looks like a wing, a falcon wing, and they have a beak as well, a mask for a beak. Is it a mask or they're like bird-like? And last but not least, the crocodile people from Sat. They look like Sat as well. They have an elm that is crocodile shaped. Okay, so you've probably seen here there is another bag with some mercenaries that you can hire, and this creature here, which is the bull, not the bull, the goat guy. Okay, what's left here in the box? Cards, show you, and then these are the pyramids that you can build. You level up by putting layers on top of layers of the pyramid. The pyramid has maximum 4 levels. When you have a pyramid that has 4 levels, that means that you can buy 4th tier cards, like the best ones in the game. So you need to upgrade to the maximum in order to achieve that. And the game has some, when you fight, you can use some cards. I'll show you. This is the first time that I see a game where the game board is the last thing you see under everything. So I'm opening this and thinking, where am I going to open the game board now that I have everything on the table? So these are the combat cards or the effect cards. This gives you 1 point to fight, or 1 point. Let's see what you can get here. And this gives more 2 points, but you need to pay a prayer. 2 prayers, which is the money. This one is a casualty in the game, so you win by having the most battle points, but then you need to calculate the fatalities. You may win, but no one dies, right? You just win because you have more battle points, but then the casualties are seen by the blood drops, and then the shields which protect from from casualties, and this is you killing unities during nighttime. You can kill armies. Okay, so this is like recruit more people, move for free, just move, teleport, and there's an interesting mechanic here, which is the bluff card. So you can fake that you are going to play an effect card by just using this. This is a bluff card. It doesn't do anything. It just seems like you're going to play another card like this, but you don't. It's worthless. Just to bluff. And then you have the other battle cards, which is, so some people say this game is similar to Game of Thrones, the board game, right? Because you have, let's see, so all the black cards, black, you see the black player, it's like you have 8 different cards that you can choose to play during a fight. You play it secretly, so this card would give you more battle points and one more casualty, 3 and 2 casualties. This one gives more defense but less attack, so you need to figure it out which one to use. And this one defends a lot but doesn't give you much chance to win, and this is the one that gives you more chance to win, but you have immediately 2 casualties on your side regardless. And when you use, the card goes away, and you need to put the second card away that is not used, and you spend your deck. So by the 4th fight that you go and fight, you only have 2 cards to choose. Are they the best ones, the worst? So you never know, right? So it's an interesting mechanic for you to think how to use these cards wisely. Okay, and now I'm going to try to do the magic here to get out of the box. This game board should have done this first place, so because the game board is not very friendly in terms of space, right? It will take lots of space. So guys, don't get me wrong, I'm not spreading everything crazy way, but so whoops, let's open it. Let's see with the back first. So on the back you have game art again, highlighted, this time with a huge pyramid. I'll use the camera to show you the huge pyramid here, and there comes the elephant. And I'm just noticing that you see there's an obelisk, but this version of the game doesn't come with physical obelisks. SPD, probably that was a Kickstarter feature. Let's see how it represented, or how they are represented in the map, which is on the other side. Okay, let's put this way. It's so big. I don't want to change to the other camera. Keep this one for better image quality. Okay, so there we go. Welcome to Egypt. Welcome to Egypt, guys. So what do we have here? You start in a district like this. Every player starts in a district, and then you have the temples in the middle or spread around. You see those obelisks. There are editions that have a physical obelisk for you to put here, but it's not really necessary because the obelisk is around here. So you can teleport from the base to the obelisks directly, and some of them, if you control, they will give you brain points and temporary victory points. So you accumulate those, and if you cross the 9, if you cross 10, you are the winner, right? And that's it. You can navigate around. All the bases are more or less at the same distance from each other because you can travel by the river. So if I go and travel and I go to the pier or the port, blue one, I can enter into any. So I could go from here 1, 2, 3 and get very quickly to that base as well. So everything is balanced in that way. And this is Kemet. This is Kemet, the base game. So I hope you like it again. Don't forget to subscribe, because after this video I will show you the expansions for Kemet. So subscribe, activate the notifications, like the video, help the channel grow, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.